What good, everybody? Your boy Pure Halloween, and I'm back at it again, once again, time and time again. How we all doing it lovely Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, depending on when you're watching it. It's time for another episode of God of War Ragnarok. And this time we're helping Freya out to clean up her mats. What's up, guys? And let's go. We're helping Freya that time. Which means we're heading to Vanaheim.
If you are still bound, how will you travel?
I crafted a protection ward that'll keep me from being pulled out of the realm. It should hold until I find what I need.
And what is that?
The source of the magic that binds me to Midgard. We're going to find it and destroy it.
I will help you, but it will not change what I have done.
I know. That's why I still might kill you when this is over.
We going or what? Ain't going nowhere without this. Sure. Where would you mugspouts even be without me?
And what is it you expect to need Kratos for, Highness? Clearly you've been quite capable of breaking Odin's curses on your own.
The other curses grew weak from Fimbulwinter, but I still needed help to break them. This one is held strong.
So all that trying to kill him, that's just your goddessy way of asking for help?
I don't recall asking you to come along.
It's 'cause you didn't. I got an old drinking buddy I've been meaning to look up once this joint were back on the map. Got a hunch lending you mokes a hand's gonna end me up where I'm going.
And what makes you think that?
'Cause last I heard tell, she was running with that beefwit brother of yours.
Freya is not a part of this.
Well, my hunch says otherwise. Scrote, too.
I can feel the pull of the binding curse. Its source is further in. Follow me.
Muggier than a Muspelheim shit pit out here.
And nearly as fragrant. Suppose Fimbulwinter's to blame. But if it helps these two find peace...
This is a temporary alliance, Mimir. Anything beyond that would require trust.
Oh, please. You know damn well Kratos isn't the true cause of your suffering.
You're both as much a part of my suffering as anyone. Come on, let's find a way forward.
Here.
Oh no. Something's wrong. My spell, I can feel it slipping.
Well, that's Fimbulwinter for you.
You don't understand. I'll be torn from the realm.
What can be done?
Something I was hoping to avoid. Seems I don't have much choice. Falky! Come on then.
You had a way around Odin's curse this whole time.
No. I discovered it once you unlocked realm travel. And it solves very little. This form is extremely limiting.
Hey, how's about a riddle to take your mind off?
I'm in
What
no...
runs with no legs?
Easy, a nose. You'll have to try harder than that, Brock.
Just you wait, smart guy.
Before I go any further,
Watch
right.
where you're going. The plants are extra aggressive in this humidity. recognize this market. Villages would meet and trade here. Why'd they never rebuild?
Brother, do you really think she'll let us off the hook if you help her?
I do not know. I choose to help. After that, we will see.
Fair point. Gotta agree with Kratos on this one.
A market, huh? Looks like they sure left behind a lot of goodies. Shame to let them collect dust.
That's one way of looking at it.
You want some of this? Then come get a taste! But don't that get the old juices flowing? Forgot how much I like scrapping dirty.
Sorry, I had to do that.
Boy, you don't miss a scrap of loot, do you?
Where has everyone gone, I wonder?
They must have withdrawn, hidden themselves out in the wilds and covered their tracks with magic. No way of knowing how many are left or how to reach them.
Aesir ran cockshot all over this place, huh?
You can thank Mimir for that.
War with the Vanir was never my idea. My idea was brokering the marriage to end it.
A great success that was.
Wow.
Obviously, the peace was no less a disaster than the marriage. Did he invade again as soon as I was exiled?
Damn. That was rough.
It's a shame. Bet this here would have made for a prime shop location.
Dwarves in Vanaheim? That would be something to see.
So you just refuse to pick a favorite poem? That's uncharacteristically indecisive of you.
I have a favorite poem already. One from my homeland.
Show me what you got! Bring it! Being here again's bringing back memories of that wedding of yours. Fancy folks and quality meats. And though I remember your brother stirring up an awful scene.
Why do you keep bringing him up? My brother is no concern of yours. Do you understand?
Oh, I understand plenty.
Jesus.
Hey!
The plant life grows more dangerous the further we go. Hope you're up for it, dwarf.
Listen, I know how bad it can get with one's own kin. Sindri and I were on the out so long it was like not having a brother at all. Now I take some of the fall for that on account of me walking out. But it never stopped me blaming him most. Any of this sound familiar so far?
And what is your point?
My point is, that weren't the end-all of things after all. Once we got our heads right, it was like no time had passed. He went straight back to being as big a pain in my ass as he ever was. That's family. You gotta keep them close, or they make you good and crazy.
Why do you think I need to hear any of this right now? My focus is on regaining my freedom, and I have no intention of being distracted.
Look, all I'm saying is, if you happen to find yourself talking to your brother, maybe the worst words said between you don't have to be the last one said.
Enough! When the day comes to face Freya again, it will be when I am standing on my feet and free. Do you understand me? It will not be while I'm stuck in this preposterous situation.
Got a case of pride, I guess. Hope yours clears up quicker than mine did.
Touching story, that was.
Bite.
You wish.
Got it. Like how
What did Odin do to drive everyone away? What weapons did he make the dwarves build him? How much was just Mjolnir? Can one man do this much damage?
Depends on the weapon and the man.
I gotta agree with Kratos on this one.
What'd you find? Sounds shiny. Yeah.
This river. It used to be filled with boats of people visiting from different villages. I've never seen it so empty.
What is this?
Not now, brother. We've got company.
One of them hairy-ass bastards! Yee-haw! Got another one joining the party! Look alive! Show me what you got!
Got it.
Hold up! If you want to keep your insides inside. Yeah! All yours. Your people not receiving visitors?
I wouldn't know. They're not my people anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
Come on up. Bet you're glad old Brock's around to save you. Uh-oh. Yeah!
We should probably go get him.
Keep your guard up.
Yeah.
have here? Oh, One Eye, send another god to do his dirty work.
Thor too busy.
We do not serve Odin.
No? Picked a dangerous place for sightseeing, then. All right.
Night and dark out as a travel.
Now, now. No need for threats, brother.
Oh, I know that voice. You know, I'd cut off your head, but it seems somebody beat me to it.
Aye. Oh, quite observant, brother.
Good game. Yeah, it is a good game.
You sold my sister to that prick.
We broke it a piece.
Oh! Did you now? Where is it? And where is my sister? Some dungeon in Asgard? Is she even alive? Answer me. I guess we'll settle for blood.
Stop!
What is that? Why do you speak in her voice?
It's me, Ingvi. There's no time to explain, just listen. These men are in my service. I'm here to reclaim what's been taken from me.
It's too late. You can't undo what's been done.
I can. I will. Now let them pass.
Gee.
So, you serve my sister. Oh. Don't we all? Put him down.
Oh. Look at the. You can't.
What's with leaving me hanging like that, you crusty hag?
Oh, can it, Blobber? Come here.
Well, found who I was looking for. Think I'm gonna stay and catch up.
Oh, are ya now?
Do as you wish.
Brother, if you wouldn't mind, I'd have a word with Lord Freya.
Of course.
Sorry we got off on the wrong foot there, stranger. I'm pretty used to only seeing Aesir in these parts. Don't typically get friendly faces. That is a friendly face, right?
His name is Kratos, and no, the Aesir are in Vanaheim.
Yeah, we've been occupied since... I lost count.
What is your plan?
Still kind of working on it.
Brother, I think I could be of use here. If my counsel is welcome.
I'll take what I can get.
Your mission will go considerably smoother without me in the mix. Come back for me when you're done.
Happy that.
So don't tell me.
Okay, well then you can...
Hey, Kratos. As long as you're working for my sister, careful you don't screw up.
Yo.
She's not too big on forgiveness.
A bit late for that one, I'm afraid. All right, let's see what we've got here. Tell me about your army.
Hey, you're looking at
Now that the distractions are out of
Yo.
I have words if you would hear them.
Speak then.
This anger you feel for your brother, I know it well.
You have a brother?
His name was Deimos. When we were boys, he was taken by two gods obsessed with prophecy. The gods of my homeland seldom left survivors, so by the time I learned he had lived, it was too late for amends. His anger poisoned him against me. But I never stopped loving my brother.
You think my anger is irrational? You've known Freya for mere moments, and already you're taking his side?
I am not taking his...
No. You're just sharing your thoughts on a subject you know nothing about.
No, more like I'm. How gain some experience? Freya. That's what pretty much he's doing.
An ancient.
Bring it on.
Grab what he dropped and throw it.
How about I just whoop it?
You fought them before, haven't you? Figures.
Cause we are much I'm more skilled. Freya.
I know what you're doing. Trying to play on my sympathies in the hope I let you live.
I am only trying to help. The mistakes of the past need not be repeated.
I don't need to hear about your mistakes. I've made enough of my own, thanks.
I thought I heard a let's go. Yo! Thank you! Thank you, thank you.
Everyone is so eager to advise me. As if any of you know me or what I need. The biggest loss in my life is due to you saving me when I specifically told you not to. Well, it was my family, my mess. I know Baldur wasn't perfect, but he was mine.
I know.
You know? You think you can even begin to understand the pain of losing a child?
Yes, I do.
There was another. Before Atreus?
Her name was Calliope.
Calliope. What happened?
It was long ago.
Never mind. I shouldn't have asked.
Making sure I didn't miss anything. Won't be able to do anything for a round.
So they do occupy Vanaheim, as I feared. Remember, it won't do any good to attack while their shields are up. are formidable creatures, very territorial too. Good luck.
What? Was that supposed to be a challenge, Freya?
We need to get to that watchtower. We'll have to go through the valley, this way.
I know your son's story. You should know my daughters. In the service of a cruel god, I was tricked into destroying a village, not knowing my own wife and child were there until their blood stained my hands. I swore revenge.
That's... I can't imagine.
I paid back their blood 1,000 times and burned Olympus to the ground. Yet, the guilt remained. Perhaps you will kill me, Freya. But it will bring you no peace.
Perhaps it is not peace I seek. All those times I found you. Why'd you refuse to fight me?
Every outcome would mean defeat.
What does that mean?
I have never wished you harm, Freya. You helped us. You saved Atreus when he was sick. I did not wish to live with killing you, any more than I wished to die.
I see.
That kind of makes perfect sense. Hey. Hey.
You hear that?
Yeah.
Noken! And so close to the village! Their song makes their allies invulnerable! They will not let you pass unless you destroy them all!
If I take this Noken out. They have no boot, if you will.
My village. I hardly recognize it. I used to play hide and seek with Freya in the crops. We'd spend afternoons stealing honey bread from the Grand Hall. At harvest time, we'd dance and feast until the sun rose. It seems so simple. Why did I have to come back here? And be reminded of all this? Very strange.
Oop. In combat. Look at this up in. Yep. Gotcha. Yeah, I know I went out there though.
The Grand Hall. It's in ruin.
May Freya never waver.
The other half is missing. May she protect us always. An old adage, if you will.
I want to. Got the board. Should be an Odin Raven around. Yep, perfect.
I hear them inside. Get ready to clear them out. It wasn't enough what Odin did to me. He's desecrated every memory I have of home.
Be glad you have a home to remember fondly. In Sparta, we were taken from our homes as children and raised in the Agogi. We marched or we drowned, fought for scraps or starved. Our elders beat us till we could not stand. At night, we made our way home, alone, or were food for wolves. That is how Spartans are made.
Yeah. Sure, I mean, I am still gonna.
These plants behave similarly to the scorn poles we found in the foothills of Midgard ages ago. Well, considering how Spartans are made, it's no wonder you turned out as you did. Your fate was sealed from the start.
Fate can be overcome.
I used to think so. When the Norns told me of my son's fate, I thought I could change it. You know well how that worked out.
The Norns. The fates of these lands.
That's right. You defy prophecy at your own peril.
Atreus would agree with you about prophecy. He rushes blindly to a fate the giants foretold. Disappears for 2 days, trying to prove he is their champion. Fabled to fight at Ragnarok.
What? I know all the Ragnarok prophecies. There's no champion of the giants.
It is one glow concealed. Because of this champion, the realms are saved at Ragnarok. Only Asgard falls, and Odin with it.
So all this time, Odin's obsession with every detail of Ragnarok, he's been missing a crucial piece. Huh. Well done, bro.
Atreus will not be a pawn of prophecy.
You still stand against fate, even with victory foretold.
I will not march my son to war. He is no Spartan. I would keep it that way.
You would speak to me of protecting your child? Is my tragedy not enough of a lesson? Fighting fate is a waste of the precious time we're given to spend with them. You never know when someone will come along and cut it short. Use your blade to swing the torch to the other side.
I'm not down, Freya.
Let's cross the bridge now.
That's really something I need to do.
How can you, of anyone alive, be squeamish about war? After all the gods you've killed.
I have seen enough war to know the cost.
And I don't. After the price I paid to end it. Look around you, Kratos. See what happens when you don't fight a true evil.
Well, I do see Freya's point of view, but I also see Kratos' point of view.
That's one of Odin's captains. Be ready.
Good night. I'm ready.
Ragnarok will not bring back what you have lost, any more than killing me.
I am reaching my limit for enlightened platitudes from you today. Can you please just shut up and kill things?
I don't know. I will not. I would tell her, nope, I will not. Alright, Freya.
Let's go.
When I'm ready. Freya.
Well, that did it.
Another one off the docket.
Do not tell me to kill again.
What?
I killed to protect my son, to aid my friends. But I will be no one's monster. Never again.
You don't get to make that choice. Not with the debt you owe me.
I am not here for debts. I would always have helped you.
So much has been taken from me, and I'm just supposed to let it all go?
Freya.
Enough.
Yo.
There. I feel the source of the magic keeping me in Midgard.
What is this place?
My home. I was born here.
I know this. What is brain? I'll deal with that one. I'm done with it.
Hold on. Something's not right. Opinbera. World Tree roots, bound in Odin's damn knots. That's how he did it. Come on! Nico!
The creature! It belongs to Odin?
No! Protect Yggdrasil's roots, wherever they are. The bastard was counting on it. That's it! Don't relent! Drag it out! Don't let it hide in the welfare! It's still in the way! I need to get to those roots!
I know!
Let's burn this sucker.
I have it!
In that case,
Hurry!
finally!
You are free!
In Vanaheim, yes. But there are more roots. She will guard them with her life. My sigils can amplify your attacks! Yes! Bring it down!
Burn.
sigils! Yes! It's working!
It is more desperate!
Yes, be ready for anything!
Damn.
Is it done?
It's over. It's really over.
And now that you have what you seek,
I suppose this is the point where I forgive you, or I kill you.
have you decided?
To be honest, I don't think I can do either. There's still a part of me that is so angry. And it'll always be. It'll always be angry. But no. You are not the one who needs to die. I do see that. Look. Everything that's happened between us.
No need to explain. Not to me. Not for that.
Allies.
I do not regret saving your life. And never will. But the choice between life and death should have been yours to make. I should not have robbed you of that choice.
Now that I am myself again, I suppose it's time to face my brother.
And after that,
I don't know. It's been a long time since I've had a choice.
I know he... There's an Odin even around here.
Let me live with that for a moment.
I know that for a fact, but I gotta find it. Probably find it when I come back.
Look, over there. We can take this way back to the camp. I can help with the vines. Now embed your blades into the glowing vines and light it.
your brother seemed open to your return.
Oh, I'm sure he'd love nothing more than for everything to go back to how it was, leaving the responsibilities of leadership to me.
Oh. Even on that.
Alka! Enemies on the left! Alka!
Send Odin my regards.
You use your anger effectively.
Well, you learn to use what you have.
That is true.
It's not as though I want to be angry with Freya. He's my brother. He was the most important person in the world to me for half my life. These plants are the same as those we saw earlier. Frost should make quick work of their poison. Now the sigil should hold the frost, even in the axe's absence. Well done. Watch out, those are wisps. Powerful manifestations of runic magic. Could I ever think of this place as home again? After all that's happened. Skull and Hadi are in Vanaheim?
We learned the giants rescued them from Odin and brought them here.
And look. The sunlight wakes the sleeping roots. See how they stretch to welcome the sun? Beautiful, no? A far cry from the sheets of Midgard snow I've grown accustomed to. The Eastern Migration. It's just as I remember it. At least the whole realm hasn't fallen to predators and occupiers. I guess there's still something to be fought for here. Something to defend even after so much damage has been done. Maybe that goes for Freya, too.
Quick. And we have a guy right up here. Okay. We'll need to remember that.
My sigils can break through their shields! They're defenseless now! Enemy behind you! What has you done? Kratos! Behind you, Kratos! Enemies to your left! Behind you, look out! So much has happened since I last saw Freya. I'm not even sure where to begin.
What do you want from him?
An apology would be a start. I want to forgive him. I'd like to think he's changed. He's all I have left now. Did you ever apologize to Deimos?
It is difficult to seek forgiveness when you feel unworthy.
Now, how to get across? My sigil arrow should be able to carry the fire across the river to reach the bramble.
Forgiveness can be powerful, even for the unworthy. My wife, Faye, taught me that.
Well, be glad you have a spouse to remember fondly. Enemies on the left! Shield strike! Alpha! The whip! It's creating more! Alpha! Down! All my former spouse taught me was that there's no limit to the depth to which a soul can sink into darkness. Tricked me into marriage to spare my home and took my home just the same. Scattered my people to the wind. Maybe it's time somebody drew the line. Maybe it's time someone makes Groa's prophecy come true.
I will not wish for war, Freya.
War is a terrible thing, Kratos. But some things are even worse. You know, if Atreus rushes to Ragnarok, you may not be able to stop him.
I will.
And if you fail?
I have prepared him to survive without me, if he must.
Watch for the plants. They like me, but strangers not so much.
I see that.
You won't be able to damage it without destroying the mother. It's a large bulbous thing. You can't miss it.
Can't make a read. Yeah, that was a difficult one. You gotta aim that one properly. I'm gonna have to find that raven on the beach.
So what's next for you, if not preparing for war?
I do not know, but I will take no chances with Atreus.
Well, you may want to think fast, unless you want someone to make that choice for you.
Ready?
As I ever will be.
Yep.
No. It really is you. You returned to us at last.
Yes.
Let's celebrate. You reclaim the throne, we'll rebuild, me and you against the world. Huh? Just like the old days.
I'm... not staying.
I don't understand. You're here. Maybe together we can take back what's ours.
I only just got back what's mine. I still have work to do.
You've seen what's left of the realm, right? Do we really mean that little to you?
You question my loyalty? Vanaheim turned its back on me.
Oh, you still can't let go of that old fight?
It was my duty to save as many of our people as possible. My responsibility. One you didn't take seriously then, and from the looks of it, one you don't now.
You think this is a game to me?
Yeah.
We lost everything to that maniac you called husband. The man's family set me on fire. How did you expect me to react?
Like my brother! Like the boy that used to have my back no matter what! And who I always supported no matter how selfish his choices. I expected you to come and find me. That no matter how hurt or angry, you wouldn't abandon me when I needed you the most.
Freya, please. I thought you were dead. I've had to live lifetimes with those last awful words I said to you. Have any idea what that's like? Knowing that your own selfishness hurt the person that you cared about the most. Abandon you. Oh, Freya. I mourned you. Oh, I've missed you so much.
And are you, Yngvi? But I won't bind myself to another realm when I finally have my freedom. I'll send help, though. And I will come back. I promise.
This hasn't been your home for a long time, has it? Do what you gotta do.
All right, that's enough. Ain't y'all got nothing better to do than gawking at family sorting squabbles? Come on, you two. Not you. Got a few things to square with you. Second is that sigil magic I smell on your bow. Reckon that's an idea I'll steal. How's about I set you up with some sonic mojo? Call it a trade.
Very well.
Third of all, even you ain't staying here, bears mentioning that Sindri and I find ourselves running a flop house for unemployed gods. If you're done freezing your backside off in Midgard, maybe come back with Beardo there. Check up on your old pal Tyr.
That's kind of you, Brock. I may do just that.
Well, all right then. I'll meet y'all back at the house. Unless you want me to fix anything up first.
Well, brother, care to meet our new allies? Or shall we depart?
Suppose that big fella you're traveling with might want to help me with a thing.
Mayhaps. Now and again, he's
What
in the
is it?
mood to...
Yeah, I spend a lot of time. I'll let out.
Sure, I know what he's.
Well,
What is it?
and if you come, I'll use the scrap to
What is the...
just bring it.
What sort of orb do you imagine we're looking for, brother?
I do not know.
May I ask, how did a traveler come to follow my brother?
I was broken when he found me. The truth I'd pledged my life to, it was a lie. Lord Freya put what was left of me back together. Give me something real to believe in.
That's Freya, the Lord of Second Chances.
He saved me. Gave me a family. A purpose. And I will gladly die for both.
Thank you. He's lucky to have you. Tell me about the camp dog.
Lord Freyr found her half dead in the jungle. She probably escaped the Blothunder breeding farm north of here. We all told him she was beyond saving. But he never gave up. She healed and hasn't left us since.
She's a sweet girl.
She's pure of heart. Believes in your goodness, even if you don't.
Should we ask him?
Don't be rude.
What's rude about asking for help?
Your alliance is unusual.
I think what Kratos is trying to say is, he's never seen a light elf and dark elf work together. It's a welcome sight.
Hopefully one day, a common one. Mimir tells me you're something of an adventurer. Should you ever find your way to the Forbidden Sands in Alfheim,
Contested territory. Past the Barrens.
there are rumors of a sanctum, and artifacts our elders don't want us to see. Anything that sheds light on our suppressed history would benefit all of Alfheim.
Uncovering secret history? Sounds like my kind of adventure.
Knowledge of the elves' common ancestry is what brought us to...
Freya, shall we go?
Yes, I'm coming. I remember where to look for a gateway. Follow me.
Well, you two seem to be getting on since completing your mission. Dare I hope this alliance has some staying power after all?
It seems to me we share a common enemy. Kratos, you may not accept that Ragnarok is inevitable, but you're smart enough to know Odin is a threat. Whatever comes next, our best chance of surviving it is to work together. Do you agree?
I do.
Then as to Brock's offer, you can imagine staying under the same roof as a couple former enemies? No further temptations towards terrible vengeance?
Not against you. Either of you. You have my word.
Nice. Now I have Freya as an ally. Let's get her some better equipment. What do you think? I'm thinking that might be a better choice.
This lock is different from others you might know. You'll need an enchantment on your chisel to use it. Bruna. Go ahead. Carve the letter.
Suna.
It's Suna.
Lovely! Working together is already opening doors for us.
Is he always making puns like that? We're blocked by more vines. Remember what to do?
I haven't forgotten.
There's a fallen log in the river. We're clear. So it's true. Tyr's really alive?
Aye. Not exactly shipshape. He sleeps in a broom closet now. But he's adjusting.
How did you find him?
Largely, that's down to Atreus having figured out how to access the prophecies giants reserve for their own kind. We only learned of it ourselves after Thor and Odin came calling.
To your home? Is it still standing?
Fairly. But all the violence was seemingly just a distraction to let Odin have a private word with Atreus.
Odin was alone with your son? Did he tell you what they spoke of?
Yes. He said that Odin invited him to Asgard to help him find his answers.
The answers he's rushing into fate in search of. That's troubling. Well, if you're ready to talk to him, the Mystic Gateway is ahead. If not, I have some unfinished business up this river I could use your help with.
Or we can follow up on that elven sanctum out in Alfine's desert.
If you want to continue exploring, we'll need to remove that log in the river. Good. We can explore the river now. And hopefully write some...
We'll be back now. We'll be back in Vanaheim. Trust me. We are... I'm gonna hit that Elven Sanctum.
Are we off to find that elven sanctum then, or something else?
We certainly can. Though we do have something else that needs our attention. We found a Hofgufa out in the Barrens, my lady. In terrible pain. We freed it, but there's another intern somewhere beneath the Forbidden Sands.
A Hofgufa? I haven't seen one since I was a child.
And what else? There's still that secret elven library in Alfheim.
Lead the way.
Enough. I remember.
We're gonna go ahead and knock this.
Freya, there's something I've always wanted to ask. What was it Hrimthur whispered to you?
Who?
Hrimthur, the son of Thormur, the stonemason. He disguised himself and built Asgard's wall.
Oh, yes. One of the many occasions Odin saw fit to involve me in a wager without my consent. I wish I could say that was the worst of his husbandly habits.
What wager?
I've told this story, brother.
And now she may tell her own.
There isn't that much to tell. I knew nothing of it at first, surely because Odin didn't expect to lose the bet. A mysterious mason had to build the entire wall in 3 turns of the season.
2! It was 2!
And if he was late, he'd be owed nothing. But if he succeeded, he was promised an audience with the queen. Or so I learned one day when Odin burst into our bedchambers, raging and half drunk before noon, telling me to get dressed and go see what the mason wants. So, off I went, not knowing what had truly been promised or expected. Dagger stashed in my robe for emergency. And this mason, this giant in disguise.
His name was Hrimthur.
He just smiled to see me. And as you said, he whispered in my ear.
Enough. We will continue later.
Oh, we're gonna continue. I just want to clean.
Despite his actions in Midgard, Atreus does still care for you.
I know. I raised a son, too. It may be hard to believe, but he was quite similar to Atreus at this age. He adored his father, always wanted to do right by him, and was constantly frustrated that no matter what he did, he never could seem to get his approval. He confided in me a lot, sought the comfort his father withheld. I wonder if your son could benefit from that too.
He has befriended the other dwarf. The blue one's brother.
Oh. Well, if Sindri has that covered, I suppose there's no need for me in his life anymore, is there?
That is not what I meant.
That was sarcasm. Much of the sand has been cleared away, but another storm rages beyond that pass, which must mean...
Another Hafgufa.
Odd. It looks as though the Light Elves sealed off this section of the Barrens. Why?
Luckily for us, a very considerate goddess has enhanced our magic chisel, and we can unseal it.
My, that is lucky.
The Forbidden Sands lay beyond.
Contested territory, according to Bela, and another storm to endure.
Time to clean house.
I remember when Freya and I traveled to this realm as children. The desert was healthy and full of life back then. I can't help but fear that era has ended for good and our efforts here are futile.
It's a fair concern. Healing this land will take more than a pair of singing Hafgufa. But I have to believe, in the long run, we're doing right by Alfheim. Well, best we start looking for a way underground.
Keep a lookout for a cave!
There it is.
I see an entrance!
Time to do some cleaning. Oh no. I'm sorry, guys.
I hope Freya will appreciate our work here in the desert. I wonder if he knows how poorly this realm has fared in his absence.
Aye. Hearing the Song of the Sands again is a rare privilege, even if it's only a solo act.
Or a duet, once this Hofgufa is free. This architecture. It is not of the Dark Elves.
Abandoned ancient settlement, by the looks of it. Built long before the Lightwell's creation.
More hive matter as well.
I'd say we're on the right track then.
This kind of hive material is sensitive to sound. How odd. When I last came here with you and Atreus, I assumed the absence of Alfheim's light was an aberration. I didn't realize it was covered by hive matter.
Aye. And as far as the Dark Elves are concerned, it's that light column in the center of the temple that's the aberration. Just look at how old some of these surfaces are. Far older than the Lightwell, or even our trapped Hafgufa for that matter.
That's quite the empathetic perspective. Mimir?
Well, dangle from a burly god's backside for a few winters, and you'll find yourself looking for all sorts of new perspectives.
More hive, but denser. Well, there you go.
Enemies to your left!
Cover! The wee bastard's about to explode! They're flanked! Poison!
Grim, attacking from above!
Light elves. Light elves don't often travel underneath the barrens, do they?
Territory changes hands often in Alfheim, or so it appears.
Big Veer did mention that these ruins have historical significance for the Light Elves. I assume they're only here to keep intruders out.
Well, at least they tried.
I suspect the corpse below would disagree.
Let me do one change. Won't be doing that shape for a little bit. Now I can do the change. There's a reason why I had that.
Good eye. Let's continue, shall we?
I hope freeing these Hofgufas will allow them to breed again. It was a dazzling display once. The skies of Alfheim filled with their song.
I imagine it's the lack of fresh light that's caused this pair to grow abnormally large. No use in having babies if there's nothing for them to feed on.
Trying to protect their children from a harsh world. I can relate.
Yeah. There's a hockey ball up there.
I wonder if these two comprehend the choice that must free.
What choice do you speak of?
The life cycle of the Hofgufa. In order to breed, they must pass on their life to their children.
And without light, they will die.
I suppose that's all any of us can hope for in the end. That our death has purpose. That we can live on through our children. Given another chance, I know what choice I would make.
Done.
Well done.
Yo.
Time to set it loose.
Aye, back to the surface then.
Yelpa!
The fight.
Used in many of Freya's blessings, I imagine.
Yep.
The fate of these creatures. It reminds me of a story.
Does it?
There once was a blacksmith whose king commanded him to construct a box that could contain all the evils of the world. But no metal could hold such a power. So the blacksmith used the flame of...
Kratos, is this a story meant to ease my grief?
Perhaps it is just a story. A way to pass the time.
I appreciate the sentiment, but... well, your stories...
What about my stories?
I wouldn't exactly call them a comfort.
Fair. Mimir is the better storyteller.
Now, don't sell yourself short, brother. You've come a long way from the days of laconic fables.
It's okay. Finish your story, Kratos.
The blacksmith's daughter was the key to unlocking the box. He died trying to protect her from those who would open it.
Well, at least it's a relatable story.
It appears we've overstayed our welcome in our time. It again.
Behind you! Look out!
Time to end this storm.
Amen.
If my stories are of no comfort, take solace in knowing you did what you thought was best for your son's safety. Even these creatures know. There is little choice for a parent. You are not alone.
I'm not, am I? And now neither are they. Incredible.
The Song of the Sands. Well, didn't know I could get misty. It's beautiful.
Thank you, Kratos. This land sings once more. We've done good here.
Time to get to work. Time to get to work.
No rush to leave yet, is there? Who knows what kind of adventures await us in a freshly lit barrens?
We're not leaving. We're cleaning up. Come on. Do, do, do. Man, I can't even hit this Raven. The angle's off. There we go.
Free, little one. A statue of my brother. How quaint.
have survived Freya's absence, but a truce clearly did not. Monuments are useless to those who ignore their message.
He didn't create a truce through diplomacy alone. His godhood, his very presence is what healed this land and allowed peace to take place. But once he left, he had to have known what would happen.
Well, he had good reason to leave. Some jackass convinced his sister to marry a madman.
These crystals contain their own light.
You're right. Normally we'd have to provide our own. Perhaps slotting a crystal on the opposite side could shed some light on this mystery.
Ugh. You said monuments are useless. Why restore this one?
It was hidden for some time. Perhaps now it can serve as a reminder.
Aye. Nothing reminds people of their history like chiseled, well-lit marble.
I'm not gonna... But also, I'm gonna work on a way to getting back out. So... But yeah.
Even when Freya was actually here, the peace was fragile. Surely a bit of extra light in the desert isn't enough to make it last.
Light from the crystals. It is in the sand now.
Would you look at that? Freya's gift endures after all. Or should I say, his presence?
You are not funny.
Well, lady, I was curious about some of the flora we've encountered on our travels.
And you will remain curious. It's not my job to teach you everything, Mimir.
Look, I was just asking.
And you have been told.
Well, you can say that again.
This is a... delicate.
Freya. Here.
A dawn bloom. You have an interest in botanicals now?
This mentions a spell that puts trolls to sleep, and a magic relic that acts as a sort of counterspell.
Yelpa!
I felt that one, brother. Well, that relic certainly did the trick. I somewhat missed fighting trolls. Didn't you? Don't forget to grab what they dropped. Bet the
Alright.
dwarves could make some armor out of it.
Already done. Got it.
Mimir, I never asked how it felt to lose your head.
What would you have me say? That it tickled?
Merely curious.
If you wish to derive some satisfaction from my pain, I'm afraid you'll be disappointed. Kratos swung swift and
There.
true, didn't you, brother? I felt nary a scratch.
Shame.
Got it. There's another okay.
You know, I would have beaten you
What?
earlier if Atreus hadn't been there.
Perhaps.
We could go again, find out for certain.
I would rather not.
I'll bet you wouldn't. A light elf statue in the desert. Oh,
Aye. Fair bet this is the sanctum Bigveer spoke of in Vanheim.
What is that?
A phantom! Rune magic! Aim for the runic core!
Bloody hell! Look at that thing!
It's vulnerable when it glows!
Brother, the spring! Hurry!
That's it!
Make yourself an opening!
Now,
Don't waste
attack! Alka!
Nicely done! Keep on it!
Now, attack the rune! Alka!
Not so intimidating without your springs, are you? Well, yet another gift of Fimbulwinter, I suppose.
The magic draining out of all of us has to end up somewhere.
Time that we go clean out.
Light elf graves. An entire mausoleum. But why here and not in the temple?
A fair question.
With no clear answer.
Right there. Got that. Yeah. Yeah. Probably get the hard one out of the way.
Jewelry.
Oh? Put it on one of my horns. Let's see if I can pull it off.
No.
An elven library.
An archive of knowledge.
No sign of the Light Elves.
For now.
Maybe they've left for the day, and we can browse at our leisure.
No. I have a funny feeling.
Here.
What's that?
A diagram for a sword hilt.
Perhaps we should show it to one of the dwarves. They'll know what to do with it.
These texts alone are not enough to end the Elven War. But restricting their access only serves those who wish to prolong it.
Taking a page out of Odin's book.
Aye. Quite the advantage for the Light Elves.
sealed, but there is an inscription. Consul.
Big Veer spoke of an exile of the same name. Odds are he'd like a gander at that particular
Got it.
text. Ah, it appears the librarian would like a word.
Lata Frambog.
Sounds like she wants that journal back.
No.
Shield strike now! Alka!
Don't even care.
They're healing!
Ljósalfar. Thought. Megi vita. Helga brought him on.
She thinks she's protecting them by hiding all this knowledge away.
Our ally wishes to read this journal. We are taking the book.
I'm impressed. Thought you were going to end her.
When last we traveled here, after Faye passed, I killed an elf of great importance. The ramifications were dire for his people. I do not wish to make the same mistake twice.
Getting back to your story, Freya. You granted an audience to Hrimthur after he finished building Asgard's wall. What at long last did he whisper to you?
Well, he said the Aesir had killed his father, and he needed to know that one day they'd burn for it. I pointed out I was Aesir now too, technically. He gave me a look, as if he somehow knew better, and continued. He said he'd built in a structural flaw behind the Asgard Realm Tower.
I knew it! How do we make use of it?
We don't. He said Surtur would know what to do. And if Surtur's approaching Asgard's wall...
Then it is already Ragnarok.
Aye. Blast it. I hoped it might have given us another way.
Behind you, look out!
Nasty hit! You alright, brother?
Got him!
Damn.
Light elf architecture. It's massive.
Yes, I'm gonna use the one.
Something is coming, and it's not happy.
guess is as good as mine. Imprisoning a drake. Can't decide whether to be impressed or horrified.
Either way, it is over now. A token.
A badge of honor. The elves made a few of these. They'd hang them up outside their dwellings. Show their support to my brother. That's all my brother's tribute.
You prefer we hang on to them?
Do what you will. If Freya didn't bother taking them when he left Alfheim, he would have thought of selling them to the dwarves.
Ah, Rosen! What now?
Yeah, that's something really for me. Where's that last raven?
Perhaps we can bring these two animals back to Vanaheim, or Midgard even. Becky and Svanna could use the company. We have kennels.
It would not go well for them. Once a predator becomes accustomed to a land, it is cruel to move them.
I suppose you're right. It just seems lonely out here.
It is peaceful. They have each other. It is enough.
Freya, I've always wondered,
40,
why was Freya so revered here so quickly upon his first arrival?
Well, to begin with, it wasn't his first arrival. Very few know this, but Freyr was one of the earliest visitors to Alfheim, back in the dawn of realm travel.
Oh, a bit before my time. Do tell.
We believed for a long time that all the giants had died in the flood, until one of them appeared in Vanaheim. Her name was Girth, and she came offering to teach us the secrets of traveling between realms using Bifrost light. Freyr became immediately infatuated with her. He always yearned to wander, and along came someone who could truly show him how. So, wander they did, exploring the world tree from root to branch. But one day, it came time for Girth to wander away. Freyr was heartbroken, and resolved himself to perform some great feat to win her back. He set his aim on the grandest of gestures. He intended to be the first to find the elusive source of Bifrost light. And he succeeded, although quite by accident. Freyr believed he navigated best while fortified by a potent blend of Vanir herbs. When he wandered, he wandered.
No.
And he managed to wander from the World Tree directly into the Lake of Souls. The elves have never seen anybody come out of the lake before, so it got some attention.
Oh, that is bloody hilarious.
I don't know whether he worked his charms at that point, or they just assumed him to be a great deity. But of course, he hadn't made this journey in search of responsibility, so he didn't stick around long. Still, the legend of his manifestation was passed along through the ages. It even endured after the Great Division, remembered by Light and Dark Elf alike. So when at last he returned, he was uniquely situated to gain the trust of both sides and help to create a truce. The problem was, both sides trusted only him. So the peace could only last as long as he stayed around to keep it. And with the long war dragging on without an end in sight, I suppose making any kind of peace was an irresistible notion for him. Even if it meant having to rule. We're heading back to Vanaheim?
We still have unfinished business there. We've still got to find that mysterious orb for Lunda. Also what? You asked us to explore the river delta with you. Perhaps it's time we did so.
I'm with you.
We go.
Oh, we're gonna still do that. I just wanna clean up. There it is, just what I thought.
I must say, I think we make a good team. With my brain, Kratos' brawn, and my lady's,
Wisdom, magic, ability to tolerate you for long periods of time.
I was going to say brutality.
That works.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get the. Oh, rated. Got it. 21.
What is your unfinished business?
I left something behind, near the falls.
Your wedding site. Now why do you want to be going back there?
To be free of the bonds of my marriage. And to Asgard.
I think you severed that a long time ago.
Not completely. Not enough.
Guide us.
My people settled this river many ages ago. Thousands traveled it on pilgrimage to the shrine of worship. But then the Aesir came. This is unpleasant.
Patience is piety.
A Noken song! Be wary.
Must stop that Noken from singing!
Mind you, watch out!
Another drawbridge. We'll need to lower it. Something hanging from that tree above us. Looks like that worked. Well, that did it.
Heh.
Anything interesting, brother?
I'm already getting a lot of clean out done. Right. You would do any more side quests. Oh! 22. Ha! Clean. Clean that. Clean that. Slate.
When will this sickness pass?
What is wrong?
Please, leave me to my prayers.
I am here.
She will cure me.
I am.
Only she.
We must help her.
She demands a cure. She is dead.
She is trapped here, ignorant of her own death. If we bring her what she needs, she'll move on.
Did you recognize her? The sickly spirit?
No. There was a time I could recall the names of every one of my people, but... sometimes
See,
I
I'm
wonder
already
if God's
got
been too long.
most of this job
What's what to say?
done. Any fighting I already got clean.
That's everything I need. Let's return to the Sick Spirit.
You would cure the dead.
I promised I would take care of my people.
You do not even remember her. Nor she you.
And?
Let us return to the spirit.
Have you finally?
We have collected them.
Could this be?
I am here.
I knew you would.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Shall we continue?
Yes.
Freya, something your brother said. The Ace here burned him.
Yes. We weren't yet at war, but relations with the Vanir and Aesir had been hostile for ages. Freya got it into his head that he could improve relations by sharing our magic with them. Vanir techniques for bountiful harvests, enough to feed their whole population. Getting set on fire was the thanks he got.
It's true. The Aesir were too undisciplined and impatient for the subtlety of Vanir spellcraft. So when things went wrong, they blamed their teacher. But enough of that for now. Good thing you learned the runes, brother.
Find that orb yet?
Not yet. We're working on it.
Can't believe we missed this. This crest. It's mine. And how is it you two know each other?
No, I can't be divulger in guild business. You gotta respect the secret.
I'm sorry?
Let's just say Brock and I have long enjoyed certain common interests.
That's right. Like getting us into trouble.
And getting you back out of it again.
What? Huh. That's only mostly true.
Okay, so does that answer your question?
Close enough, I suppose.
So, bro, if Lunda can step between realms to travel about like you, I presume it must be the guild you know each other from.
Maybe. Or maybe I just showed her a few tricks while we were tying one on.
Or maybe I showed him. You don't know us, Clever Pam.
Let's get to work.
Astrid's garden. The wilds reclaimed it. It was beautiful once.
Will be again once I'm done. Gotta go to work.
This crest belonged to Odin. A peace offering from my people. And a waste of good work.
Ha! Got that, baby!
We revealed the inside of that building. Can you see anything valuable? The gate's open. We can head back and get inside.
Yep.
Brother, get ready! now, Kratos. It will pass.
The creatures weren't always this ravenous. The ecosystem. It's out of balance.
Another sleeping troll, courtesy of the dwarves. It's about waking the trolls with a relic. Well, we already figured that out for ourselves, didn't we?
All is desolation, a fitting fate.
Astrid. Life returns to the garden. Good. This garden still aches. There must be more poison somewhere.
Huh. Got it and done.
On your right!
The family crest of Henir. Poor man.
We'll be taking a break. After we clean it.
Can you see if there's a way inside while you're up there?
Anything illuminating?
That was the last of the poison. Despite everything, the garden survives. Because... Hi.
Expertly done, as usual. Oh, glad to see that still works. An armor piece bearing Lunda's brand. Shame it's broken. Nice bit of work otherwise.
Then why leave it?
You suspicious of her?
Freya,
Astrid,
the angel you are. My monument.
you need never apologize.
I swore to keep it, to live forever.
Well, that's lucky. We already destroyed all the totems poisoning our garden.
Yes, your garden grows again.
Freya!
It's okay,
Thank you, goddess.
and I you.
You've done a great kindness.
A temporary one. The garden will die again.
All things do. That is no reason not to try.
Alright guys, this is gonna be where I stop. I'll first get to where back to the realm.
Ah, you found some of my armor. I'll fix it up for you real good. I sure appreciate you finding my orb, though. Since I am doing this for free and whatnot.
Lunda, would you happen to know how your light and dark elf friends came to be involved?
You mean Bayfair and Bala? Well, they were both in prison by one side or another, or maybe both. Escaped together, been on the run, and absolutely all over each other ever since.
A dark and light elf fleeing their people together. Quite a risk.
Being in love's always a risk. That's what makes it fun.
You could say the same about hot cheese.
Alright guys, this is where I'm gonna stop right here. I'm gonna I'll probably pick it up to Monday to get everything straightened out. But alright guys, that would be it. I hope you enjoy, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.